Hello my loves, how you doing? This is Natalia and it is Monday morning as usual. You know the score, we have some lovely angel messages, some beautiful wisdom and guidance, and we also have personal messages for you. And we always have a little theme depending on how I'm feeling that day or whatever's going on in the cosmos. So we've got the moon theme today, which I'm very excited about. Can you see the moon? Look at that. I haven't shown you my moon. It sounds really bad. I haven't shown you my moon yet, but it's massive. It's huge, isn't it? Oh, do you know I have so much fun buying lots of things that are astrology, universe related, angel related. It's fun being me, you know. When I was at school, they always used to say, Natalia's just, you know, she's lost in her imagination. She needs to keep her feet on the ground. And what they didn't realise was what I was going to be doing for a living. And I didn't realise that either. So anyway, good morning, my loves. How are you all doing? How was your weekend? And I'll tell you about why we've got this particular theme in a few moments. Just want to attempt to see if I can drop a link into the comments. Yes, it's worked. So if I do it straight away when I go live, the pasting link thing works. So I'll get that out of the way. So if you want to visit my website and you want to hop onto my program, which is beginning today, it's a 15-day program we called The Path to My Purpose. And we're going to be doing loads of amazing things throughout those 15 days about how to really identify what your purpose is in 2021 and beyond, and to look at what are some of those thorny kind of fears that are standing in your way. So quite a few of you have joined me already in that. As I said, it begins today. 15 days, you get all of the videos. Every day I'll be sending you a new one. At the end of the program, you get the notes that have the links to all of the videos, and you can come back and revisit them anytime you want. So some of you who've signed up for the program, it's only £22. I've said I'm going to start it in the new year, and that's fine. You can start it whenever you want to, but sometimes it's good to start before the new year. And actually, because the reason why we've got the moon theme is because we are in between the two eclipses. So we are right in the point in between, because next Monday we will be having the new moon eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius. So I thought I would get us thinking about all of the possibility in between. So my loves, let me say good morning to everybody, and I can talk about stars goals as well. I've got so much to talk to you about this morning, and then we'll get on to the lovely messages as well. So Helen Early was the first person to pop on, so good morning, a special welcome and warm welcome to you, Helen, and warm welcome to everybody who's watching live or who's watching replay, who's watching on YouTube. Thank you, I do appreciate you all. Sheila Hamilton's here. Good morning to Leslie Townley and Monica Glansman. Hello ladies. Hello Julie Kubiak. Thank you so much for watching. Marianne Lagakaz here. Good morning Marianne. Susan Clark and Nicole South. Good evening Nicole, and good evening to Christiane as well. Hello darlings. Hello everybody. Hazel Kings is with us, as is Shell Javat and McGarry. Good morning you lovely ladies. And Lorena Carell is watching. Are you new, Lorena? I haven't seen you before, but welcome on in. It's lovely to have your company this morning. Amanda Quintal Cavaco and Lucy Buxton are watching. Good morning, loves. And McGarry, did I say hello already? Well, I'll say it a second time anyway. Wee Scott is watching as well. And Pauline Smith is here. Vicky Ryan is here. Janine Smelt is here, as is Angela Davis and Sandra Yaskiel. Good morning. Linda Marie is watching, and Heidi Norgard is here. Marion sent me stars already. Oh, thank you. Bless your heart. Good evening to Robin Steele, to Jenny Bell, Stephanie Salazar. All right, now, the stars goal. Thank you so much for the stars if you've sent me stars already. We are so close to getting the target for our stars goal. Can we reach it today? So you'll see that we've got 3,240 stars already. And Angela's just sent me some stars. Thank you. Chelsea McGrory's just arrived, as is Astrid Twig. Good morning. As is Vanessa Dempsey, loving your Christmas tree, Vanessa. And Christian's just sent stars, thank you. So we're at 3,200 and we're at 3,340 stars now. And we need to raise 5,000 stars. And we're going to be doing the review of 2021. We're going to do the angel messages for 2021 for all of us. We're going to be looking at the numerology of the year of 2021. And we're going to be having a look at your personal messages from the angels for 2021. What are the key themes in your life? So I'm going to be doing a really long live. So if we get to 5,000 stars, the quicker that we get to 5,000 stars, the quicker that we'll have that. And stars, you can order them or you can send me stars. You'll see there's a little stars button at the bottom of the screen if you're watching on a mobile device on Facebook. And you can do that during the live or in the replay. It doesn't matter if you're watching me on YouTube. You don't know what I'm talking about, so it's okay, don't worry. So anyway, that's what we're trying to get to. And thank you ever so much for everybody who's contributed so far. Stars cost 1 penny or 1 cent, and every part of that goes to me. And what it does is just helps me to stay supported doing what I do and to buy new things for the messages that we're doing, like this beautiful moon that we've got there. So let me talk about that. Petula Lockhart and Chris is watching. Thank you everybody for being here. So I'm going to walk you through what we've got going on here. So I'm going to just take my camera up. So we've got the big moon here with the star. So we're really in wish mode. We're in manifestation mode at this time in our lives because we're in between the eclipses. We got rid of the old stuff. We had the full moon eclipse. That was on the 30th of November. It was a big eclipse for us thinking about things. It's a Mercury ruled eclipse, and it got us considering what is it that we want, what's enticing to us. Therefore, we have to empty some things out of our lives. We have to let some things go. Stephanie, thank you for the stars, my love. And there's a star hanging over the head of the moon, considering all the possibilities. And then we've got some little mini stars, and we've got number 1 contains some messages for you, number 2 and number 3. So which one will you choose? Will you choose 3, 2 or 1? Get thinking about that. And I'm going to use the lunar cards today. So we've got the Queen of the Moon Oracle cards and the Moonology Oracle cards as well for our messages today. Isn't it fun to do a moon themed reading? And the reason I've chosen the moon, as well as the fact that we're in between these 2 eclipses, this beautiful new moon solar eclipse that's coming next Monday, and it's the last eclipse of 2020, so it's going to be a good one. But also today the moon is void, of course, and what that means is it was in the sign of Leo. It moves every 2 to 3 days. It changes signs. The moon moves around the solar the astrological chart, if you like, the astrological wheel, and it was in Leo, and as it's moving into Virgo, it kind of has it's almost doing like a reset, so it's void, of course. It's a bit like, you know, when your phone does an update, you have to go away and do something else because you can't use your phone for a while the phone's just updating itself. And that's what I might have felt like sort of late yesterday, early today, because the moon is moving out of Leo, which is about courage and pride and excitement and living in the moment, and it's about passion, romance, creativity, getting on with things. And then it's going to be moving into Virgo, which is the sign of service. So it's like all of those ideas and how we put them into practice and how we apply ourselves. So we will be back to being disciplined and getting on with stuff and doing the do. But if you're feeling a bit fuzzy in between, that's because the moon is void, of course. So just give yourself a break. Do you know what my answer to that is? Always go make a coffee. Because you just, sometimes you need to take time out, don't you? All right, my love. So are you ready for the messages today? So let us get our angel cards out. So this is the Angel Tarot deck by Bradley Valentine that I'm using for the messages. I use those every week. And we're going to draw 2 cards from the Angel Tarot deck and 1 card from my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty. So, yeah, making your choices, my loves. 1, 2 or 3. I'm just going to move that so you can see 3, because I don't want you to feel like you have to choose 1 or 2 only. We have 3 possibilities and 3 options today, as we do every week, actually. So, let us see. Gosh, we're so close to getting that stars total, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. I can't wait to give you the messages for 2021, because I'm dying to know what's coming up. I have a few inklings about things, but we don't know until we get the messages, do we? All right, so let me just pop that there, and we will bring up our first card from the Angel Tarot deck. Karen Williams, thank you for the stars, and good morning to you. So we have the 2 of water. Isn't that lovely? So a beautiful emotional way to start the week, but in a very, very gentle emotional style. So this is all about combining of energies. This is about partnerships. And what you could find is, Sarah Bolton, thank you so much for your generosity. What you could find is that you can partner up with somebody who's on the same wavelength as you this week. So this represents the first half of the week, so going through from Monday through to early on Thursday. And it's about people being like-minded. It's about one person in particular having you back, being able to understand you and appreciate you, and you them. And it's like you join forces in some way. So this can be romantically, it can be business-wise, it can even be with somebody who you're close to, a friend or a family member, and maybe you've had some kind of difficulties with them understanding one another. Maybe there's been conflict, but that gets resolved. So there's this feeling of oil being how do you say it? Oil being poured on troubled waters, yeah? Is that how you say it? It's about the fact that everything seems to be smooth and gentle, and there is this sense of harmony and emotional connection, okay? So relationships can build and grow, and there's a depth of understanding that maybe wasn't there before. And as I said, you know, romance can go to a whole new level. If you're up for that, or if you're in an existing partnership, you can be in a really good place with your partner. Let's try and pop that in there. The stand is not playing today. There we go. So that's the first card, the 2 of water. I always really love to see that coming up in a reading, or in, you know, a collective reading, because it's all about harmony. It's about beautiful things. And it's about understanding. Peace, love and understanding, yes. Okay, and Lauren is saying, thank you, Sheila, for the stars, my love. You were up early and you caught me live. Oh, it's wonderful to have you here, as it is to have everybody here. Jill Patterson, Nicole, Susanna Martins, and Carla Devi. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Monique's here as well. Really lovely to have you here. Joanne Phillips and Mary Evans McNeil. Thank you so much. Catherine's just joined us as well. So this could be a hectic week. So there's lots of movement. Lynn Hardy, thank you for the stars. We've got the Knight of Air. Let's shine a light on the Knight of Air. Let's get my ring light over here. Let's get some light on him. Now he's very much about journeys, information, movement. So if you've been feeling stuck lately, if you're feeling that void of course moon right now, then you can look forward to some activity, being a hive of activity later in the week. So we've got, this message is really applying from Thursday through to the weekend, where you might be out and about a bit more, where things that have got stuck and didn't seem to move forward, suddenly there's kind of an unblocking of the pipe and things can gush forward and you can see everything happening. So some people might be moving house. I know I've got friends who are moving, who've sold houses, who've got new houses that they're going to. So Gemma and Tracy and I'm trying to think of the name of my other friend. What's she called? Oh, it'll come to me in a minute. Do you know what the void of course moon is affecting my brain today? Moira, that's it. Moira's moving house next Friday. So you all got stuff going on. A lot of people are telling me that they've got a lot of things on their plate this week, and that's very reflective of that energy of the Knight of Air. But you know, the Knight of Air, he always goes, you've got this, because you've got the mental agility, you've got the physical ability, and you're just ready for it. And Amanda, thank you so much for the stars. You're amazing. Hello, beautiful to you, Michelle Renson, and to Tina Cox Jones. Amanda's in the house as well. Hello, Amanda. So yeah, I'm very up for this, you know, because I felt like things have been stuck for a while. We're still in lockdown here in my part of the UK, but my daughter's coming home at the weekend. I'm going to go and pick her up, so I get to go on a road trip, and I get to have glorious, you know, 2 hours in the car with her, chatting away. We get our festive coffees. I'm so looking forward to that. So that's really interesting, isn't it? Things moving forward in my life. I hope things are moving forward in your life. And if you've got no indication of that right now, if you're still feeling as though, you know, I haven't been able to reunite with people, there's no romance, there's nothing kind of going on in my life emotionally, then you're probably going to see that. You're probably going to see that starting to open up for you later in the week. And Veronica said, let's go, I'm so ready for life to move on. Absolutely, Veronica, me too. I'm so ready for it. I've never been more ready, you know. I'm like a battery. So then our final message is, this is for the whole week. What is the energy for the whole week? And this one is from my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty deck. So I posted a link earlier in the comments to my website, and you can basically find this gorgeous deck of cards on there, hand created by me. If you like that sort of thing, if you like collecting oracle decks, or if you've never used oracle cards before, then this is my deck and you might want to purchase these. Isn't that beautiful? So we have the number 40 cards, and I'm a big fan of numerology, so I'm a big fan of the numerical vibration of any of the messages that come through, because every number carries some energetic wavelength to it. And the number 4, when we get double numbers like that, we add them together, so 4 and 0 becomes 4. And that is all about the angels. That's the angel number 4. So it's the celestial number, it's your angels working with you. And our angels work through our heart chakra, through our heart energy space, energy center. And they're saying, you know, yes, there are lots of other hearts in your life, but it's really important for you to dedicate time and space to your own self-care, to listen to what your heart needs. And your angels are going to be speaking to you through your heart this week. And you're going to be reflecting back. Maybe this void of course moon is helping you to reflect back on what you've done this year, and some of the important lessons and the personal growth that you've experienced. And all about your heart, taking care of your heart. Your heart matters. And oftentimes it gets excluded because we have all these other things going on. We've got other people's hearts that we're bothered about. Or maybe somebody's going to stir your heart this week romantically. Wouldn't that be lovely? An existing partnership, or maybe a new one. Or maybe it's just somebody's going to do something really lovely for you that makes you appreciate yourself and shows, you know, it's almost like coming from your angels, this gift or this way of showing their appreciation for you. Because you matter, because you're special. All of you matter. You are unique. And I love you all, and your angels love you too. And you've got to love yourself, my loves, because there's a lot of love for you. So let's move those cards out of the way. What lovely messages. Let me see what Michelle is saying. Michelle's saying, I have met a new man on a dating site and we just get on so well. I swear we've known each other in a prior life. You know what? That's often the way. If somebody feels very familiar to you, it can be a friend, a work colleague, a guru. You know, sometimes you follow people on social media and we just think, oh, wow, you know, the energy that person's giving off, I just love their vibe. And it reminds me so much of, you know, oh, I needed to connect with you at this time because you're teaching me something important, and it really fits with what I'm going through right now. And so it sounds as though the timing was really right for you, Michelle, and long may it continue, may it blossom and thrive. So lucky you, lucky Michelle, eh? All right, are you ready for your messages? So I'm just going to give you one more sweep along the row of little moons that we've got going on here. So we've got the big mama moon looking over everything. We've got the angel there watching us. Look at the sky today, it's beautiful, isn't it? We've got beautiful sunshine. And then we've got number 1, which is a glittery one. We've got number 2, which is green for the heart chakra. And then we've got a glittery 3. Don't ask me why they didn't do a number 1. Sorry, a number 2 in glittery. Don't ask me why. They just didn't want to do it. I don't know why. So choose the one that you feel most drawn towards. Just adjust the camera. Aren't the moons so beautiful? Now I have one moon pack left on my online shop. I'm going to try and paste the link. No, it won't let me. I told you it won't let me unless I do it straight away. But anyway, there is a link at the top of the comments where you can visit my website, and I'll drop the link in after we've finished. Okay, so let's start with number 1. Just going to show you the decks of cards that I'm using for this particular part of the readings. You ready for your messages, my loves? Number 1, we are using the Moonology deck by the lovely astrologer Yasmin Bolland. Look at that. I love the way it's got that lovely silver foil on the front. The Moonology. Is that beautiful? Nancy just sent me some stars. Good morning, Nancy. Thank you so much. So your little moon, there you go, is telling you this message. So we have this card from the Moonology Oracle card and Oracle deck, and your card is Full Moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. So the Scorpio moon, let me just get my card holder, my other card holder, and then I can pop that down. I'm not waving it around everywhere. So it's time to release negativity. Now, Scorpio is the star sign that is very prevalent around the end of October through to the 3rd week in November. So we went through a really big period of releasing during that phase when the sun was in Scorpio. Now Venus is in Scorpio at the moment as well. So Scorpio energy is all about intensity. It's all about really digging deep, going to the darkness in our lives and saying, what is it that I need to purge and release? So you might have been physically doing that in your home. You might have been doing some clearing out of cupboards, of, you know, your garage might have got full of junk and you just wanted to remove all of that, release all of that, because energetically when we've got lots of stuff around us that we never use, we don't need, and sometimes it's old stuff that we just really don't need in our lives, and that can be emotionally as well. It's time to clear out. I know a lot of people often go through their phones and delete old contacts in their phones, or they go through social media pages and they go, you know, I need to have a cull, I need to maybe get rid of or mute some of the people that I'm connected to who don't always lift my spirits, who are not high vibrational. So you might be being asked to do that just before the moon goes into its new phase, and when we have that solar eclipse next Monday, we've got to do that kind of digging, we've got to do that releasing and getting rid of anything that's negative. Now the other thing, one of the things that I'm launching is today I begin my Path to My Purpose program. So what's your purpose in 2021 and beyond? And one of the activities that we do in there is all about fear. So a lot of the time we're afraid to do certain things. So we don't follow our purpose, even though it's kind of gnawing away at us, because we're scared of certain things. And that can be very much connected to things from the past where we did something, we tried something, we attempted something and it didn't work out. And so we've always got that kind of lurking away in the dark shadows of our mind, preventing us from doing something to move towards our purpose or the things that we feel compelled to want to achieve. And so it's time to release those negative thoughts. It's time to become conscious of those negative thoughts and really question them. So have a debate with them, and when they start popping in your mind going, hang on a second, why are you saying that to me? Because I know that's not true. I know that I'm good enough. I know that, yeah, that happened in the past, but I'm better now, I'm different, and I've learned a lot. So that's a key message for you if you chose number 1. And then your second card, which comes from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck by Stacey DeMarco. She's got some lovely silver foil going on there as well. Your message here is action. So it's the number 15 card, and when we add 1 and 5 together we get 6. And 6 is about balance, it's about harmony. It also is very much about the 6th house in the zodiac, so the moon is moving into Virgo, and Virgo is the natural home of the 6th house in the astrological wheel. And Virgo gets on with things. Virgo's all about doing the do. It's like walking the walk, talking the talk. It's like, yeah, we've got loads of ideas and things, but now it's time to take action. So once you've gone into exploring what it is you need to release, and particularly anything that's negative or having a kind of negative effect or impact on your life, it's time to take action to do that. It's time to take action towards all those things that you want to bring to fullness in your life, because action is the only way to make things happen. So we conceive everything in our mind through our imagination first, but then those goals, those big dreams, those beautiful wishes that we want to make manifest in our life, we have to take some action around them. So what will your action be today? It's really important for you to consider where you're not acting, where you want to act, and just one small thing can be the catalyst for lots of other things to flow into your life. So that's a really beautiful message for you today if you chose pile number 1. So let us move on to moon number 2. Let's move your moon out of the way. And let's have a look at your Moonology card. So the Moonology message for you is surrender to the divine full moon. Look at that. So let's talk about surrender to the divine full moon. So when we say surrender, we're not saying give up, because the word surrender can bring into our mind some negative things, can't it? It's like, oh, when I surrender, I give up. I put my hands in the air and I say, oh, I can't do this. Okay, I'll let you arrest me. I'll let you take me into custody. I'm no longer free. But surrender has a different implication here in this message, because it's about something coming to fullness. And then when it comes to fullness, the moon comes to fullness, and then it doesn't go, no, I'm going to stay full for the rest of my entire being. It has to go through these cycles of change, these phases, and it has to wax and wane. So the moon then knows that it has to wane. So then it goes into shadow before it waxes again to newness, to fullness again. And it just keeps on going through that cycle. It moves the tide, it moves us emotionally. So just like the moon surrenders in all of these different phases it goes through, so too do you need to surrender to something coming to fullness and completion, and then let it go, because it's over, it's done with, and it's time to begin releasing. It's time to begin accepting that you can't hold on to things forever, and that new cycles need to come in and out of your life. Nothing stays forever, and good and bad. So for example, for my own situation, my daughters, I will bore you to death with this for the rest of my life probably. My daughter's gone to university, and this year has been a really big year for me, fully coming to terms with the fact that she has left home. And yeah, she might come back after she's completed her studies for a little while, but that birdie is gonna fly, and I need to surrender to that, because she needs to go and do her own thing. This year she's really been enjoying living with her housemates and doing a lot more things for herself, and I get that, you know, that is the fullness. I've done my job, she's out there in the world, and I have to surrender to that, and then allow what's new. So that's waning in my life, I have to surrender to what's new coming in, and we all have to do it. So surrender to whatever the universe wants to bring into your life and release from your life. And that is the entire energy, the entire kind of theme of these eclipses, the in-between space. Like, yeah, we've done the letting go at the full moon, the realization of what is complete, what we no longer need, what we let go of. And then next Monday we're having the new moon solar eclipse, where the universe goes, okay, you created that empty space, you accepted, you surrendered, and now I'm going to bring the good stuff in. Are you ready for it? Are you ready to receive? It's exciting, because without endings we can't have beginnings. And then your second card, your second message is number 14. And we've got focus. So this is the waxing gibbous moon. Focus. So you can see she's halfway underwater. She's holding her breath. But half of her head is emerging. So she's got this butterfly on her forehead. And she's in the in-between state. So that's exactly what the universe is, your angels are wanting to tell you today. You're in between. You are emerging. You're going to have your head coming fully out of the water and you'll be able to breathe soon, my loves. Number 14, when we add 1 and 4 together, we get number 5, and that is freedom. So you will be free to be released from this state of stuckness or this feeling of I'm halfway in, halfway out. I haven't quite performed the metamorphosis. I'm not completely out of the cocoon yet. But you will be, my love, because the gibbous moon is where it's nearly full. Something's nearly coming to fullness and shaping up. And you will get that freedom and that release. And you are going to see yourself emerging from all that possibility and transformed. How exciting is that? Oh, I'm so excited for you. And Michelle's saying, you know, that is you at the start of next year. You're going to miss your daughter when she moves out. I know, it's just horrible, isn't it? But it's kind of as a parent, it's that moment that you're sitting there holding the baby in your arms, and you know that day's going to come. You even think about it when you're there at the beginning of the journey, aren't you? You're imagining them leaving and you're crying about it. That's what I did anyway. And that horrible day, it turned up so soon. But yeah, it makes us. Whatever doesn't break us makes us, you know. We can do this, Michelle. We got this. All right, my loves. And then number 3. Let's move that little moon out of the way. So if you chose pile number 3, your moonology message is confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Look at that. Oh, he's so powerful. Look at him. He's got that determination in his eyes, that grit. He's got the moon as his advocate, as his companion, as his strength and support. The moon is crowning him, and he's the king of the jungle. Confidence is your key to success. So there are no limits. You've already been crowned. What are you going to do with that power? What are you going to do with that sovereignty? Now, this represents Leo. It represents the new Leo, new moon. And Leo is the sign of courage. It's the heart chakra. So what does your heart want? Where do you need to be? Like, you know, the cowardly lion who's looking for his heart and his courage, and he had it in him all along. And this is reminding you that you are courageous, you're bold, you're daring, you are the queen, the king of the jungle. You can do whatever you want to do, and maybe it's just been you not realising that. But this is the reminder of, this is kick-ass energy. This is 5th house energy. This is romance, pleasure, creativity. It's everything that you want your life to be. It's like when you decide, I'm having this, just see how quickly it comes into your life. It comes rushing in. And that maybe you were the barrier, the block to that, because you didn't believe in yourself enough. And your angels want to remind you that your confidence in yourself is the key to everything, because they've got confidence in you. You matter. You're in this lifetime for a reason, because you've got something important to contribute. It's not about climbing the career ladder. It's not about having loads of money, even though those things are really nice. It's about you realizing your spiritual power and really harnessing that and stepping into that. And then you can do the amazing things that you feel compelled to want to achieve. And the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck card for you is upside down. And there's a lot of sacral chakra energy for you, pile 3s. So the sacral chakra is about change, and it's about excitement about change rather than resisting it and fearing it. So again, we have 35. Now this is really interesting, because when we add 3 and 5 together, we get the number 8, and the 8 is the number of power. So, you know, let's go back to the lion. Leo is power. Leo season is the vast majority of the month of August. The number 8, Lionsgate portal is 8-8, the 8th of the 8th. And here we've got the 8 card. So I love it when we get these synchronicities. And this is very much about you. Look, she's being blown away by this massive thunderstorm. This change, you know, swirling all around her. And she's trying to hold on to what exists at the moment. And the universe is saying, no, let go. And you're going to see something amazing. You're going to see your own power when you let go. You're going to see just how much power you had, rather than staying stuck and small and fearful. That when you are willing to say yes to the new things that want to come in, you don't just enhance your own life, you know, when you do that. You enhance everybody else's, because when you're in your power, imagine in ways in which you're going to touch other people's lives and help them. So this isn't just about you. Oh no, this is about the collective. This is about, if we all really stepped into our power, if we all stood powerfully, confidently, and said, you know, I'm going to be the very best version of myself today and every day. Can you imagine how the world would, the ripple effect that would be felt all over the world? On every street, in every town, in every city, just globally, it would just be amazing. The cosmos would feel that. So we've all got a responsibility to be powerful. And it can come in the smallest of ways. It can be, I have this friend called Sue Boys. I don't know if you're watching Sue. But she did this ice bucket challenge where she basically stepped into a bucket of water that was 4 degrees C. And she sat in it for 5 minutes. I think she did longer. Now, can you imagine that? Freezing cold, but apparently it's really good for the improving our immunity, for just generally our well-being, because apparently you get like a sense of euphoria when you're really cold and then you get warm again. So it has a lot of health benefits. But she rose to the challenge of doing this, and it really made me think about where am I a scaredy cat? Where do I avoid doing things because it's uncomfortable? And she was laughing and smiling, and it made me laugh, you know, and smile watching her do that, and made me think, you know, if I lived closer, I'd probably go and do that ice challenge. So challenge yourself, okay? Challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone before the universe makes you step out of your comfort zone, because it does that to us, doesn't it? It goes, nope, I'm not having this. I'm going to make you do something that you don't want to do, but it's going to be really good for you. You'll see. It's like that roller coaster that we don't want to go on because we're scared, and then we get off it and we go, can I go again? It was really good. All right, my loves. So those are the messages for today. I hope you've enjoyed them. Now, I just want to remind you again, thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you for the stars. We're at 3,790 stars, and we need 5,000 stars to get our goal, and I can do those messages for 2021. So if you can support in any way with the stars, if you don't want to send stars, share the stream of this video on your own pages, and or invite friends that you think might enjoy these messages. And I'm just going to show you some of the pages of my Path to My Purpose program. If you want to join me, it begins today, so you've got time to get on board. And we're going to be looking at your purpose. We're going to be, you know, coming up with important words and thinking about what it is that you want to be doing. I've written pages and pages of notes. I've got all these books that I've been looking at, words that I want to embody in 2021. We've been narrowing them down, and, you know, just looking at giving our lives meaning. And I've had so many massive revelations for myself by doing this, and I'm so glad that I started the process, because what I've realized is the universe has been sending me loads of messages, and I have, you know, I'm always going, oh, take notice of what the universe is trying to tell you, and I've been ignoring them myself. And when I've been doing this work of considering my life and looking at my purpose, I realized that those messages were swirling around me and I hadn't noticed, or had just ignored them. So it's about consciously daring to change your life in 2021 and beyond. And it's only £22. So if you want to join us, it would be wonderful to have you. And I'm going to drop the link. There is a link to my website earlier on in the feed of this video, and I will also post a separate link to the workshop there. So my loves, I'm going to let you go now, because I've been talking and talking, and thank you so much for your company this morning. Thank you for all of your lovely comments, your likes, your shares, the stars, and thank you most of all for all your support. It really, really does make a difference in my life, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'll leave you with the beautiful image of the little sparkly moon. Bye for now, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week.